Differential calculus. In differential calculus, the first topic is nth derivative. Now we find nth derivative for e power ax. Let y equal e power ax. Now we are going to differentiate this with respect to x continuously, because we are going to find the first derivative, second derivative, third derivative. Based on this, we find a nth derivative. So now we calculate the first derivative. Y1 is equal to, when you differentiate e power x, we get e power x into a. So that is y1. Next, we calculate the second derivative. So y2 equal to, here a is constant. When you differentiate e power x, we get e power x into a. So a into a square. That is y2. Similarly, we calculate third derivative. Y3 equal to, here a square is constant. If we differentiate e power x, we get e power x into a. Therefore, a square into a2. So that is y3. Similarly, we calculate y4. Y4 equal to a power 4 into e power ax. So proceeding in this manner, we find the nth derivative. That is yn is equal to a power n into e power ax. Is the nth derivative of e power ax. So based on this derivative, we can give one example. Y equal to e power 3x. Therefore, the nth derivative is yn is equal to 3 power n into e power 3x. We use this as a formula. That is the nth derivative of e power ax. That is a power n into e power ax. So using this formula, we can find the nth derivative for e power 3x. That is yn is equal to 3 power n into e power 3x. Then example 2, if y equal to e power x, then the nth derivative is yn is equal to 1 power n into e power x. Therefore, yn equal to e power x. The next one, and the nth derivative of 1 by ax plus b. So first we take this expression as y. So y equal to 1 by ax plus b. That is equal to ax plus b whole power minus 1. This is convenient form for finding differentiation, continuous differentiation with respect to x. Now we are going to differentiate this expression continuously with respect to x. We get the first derivative y1 is equal to minus 1 into ax plus b power minus 2 into a. So this a is obtained by differentiate this expression. Here, when you differentiate this expression ax plus b with respect to x, we get a. So y1 is equal to minus 1 into ax plus b power minus 2 into a. Next, we calculate y2. In finding y2, this a will be constant, and this minus 1 is also constant. We keep it as it is. So y2 equal to minus 1 into, now we differentiate this expression, that is minus 2 into ax plus b power minus 3 into a. So already we have one a into a is square. Therefore, this can be written as y2 equal to minus 1 into minus 2 into ax plus b power minus 3 into a square. Similarly, we calculate y3. y3 equal to minus 1 into minus 2. When you differentiate this, we get minus 3 into ax plus b power minus 4 into a square into a, that is a cube. Similarly, we calculate y4. y4 is equal to minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3. Now we differentiate this expression here, that is minus 4 into ax plus b power minus 5 into a cube into a, that is a power 4. So proceeding in this manner, we write yn, that is nth derivative. That is nth derivative is equal to minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3, etc. minus n into ax plus b power minus n plus 1. When you compare this y3 and y4, y2, we get this yn. So into here into a power n. Now we simplify this expression. That is yn is equal to, here you see the minus sign is multiplied by n times. So in this we write minus 1 power n. Then you see the remaining terms 1 into 2 into 3 into n. That can be written as n factorial. The remaining two terms we write as it is ax plus b power minus n plus 1 into a power n. This can be further written as yn is equal to minus 1 power n into n factorial into a power n. Then this expression can be written here, that is ax plus b power plus n plus 1. So which is the entire nth derivative. So hereafter this can be used as a formula for finding nth derivative of 1 by ax plus b. So this is the formula for nth derivative of 1 by ax plus b. That is minus 1 power n in the n factorial in the a power n whole divided by ax plus b power n plus 1. So based on this formula, we can give an example. Here first we write the formula. So y equal to 1 by ax plus b. The nth derivative is, that is minus 1 power n into n factorial into a power n whole divided by ax plus b power n plus 1. This is derived. Just we derived. Then based on this formula, we give one example. If y equal to 1 by 3x plus 2, so instead of a we have 3, instead of b we have 2. So for this we find the nth derivative. So y equal to 1 by 3x plus 2, the nth derivative is yn equal to minus 1 power n into n factorial into a power n. Instead of a, here we write 3. So 3 power n whole divided by 3x plus 2 power n plus 1. So this nth derivative is obtained according to this formula. The next one, find the nth derivative of log ax plus b. First you take the given function as y, that y equal to log of ax plus b. Now we find the first derivative, that is y1 is equal to, when you differentiate this log ax plus b, we get 1 by ax plus b into, if we differentiate ax plus b, we get a. So a by ax plus b. So this is yn. So we have obtained a first derivative. Then we have to find the remaining n minus 1 derivatives. Therefore, yn is equal to, that is nth derivative is equal to, here a is constant, we can take it out. Here this y is differentiated already one time. Therefore, we have to differentiate this remaining n minus 1 times to find yn. Therefore, yn equal to a into n minus 1 derivative of 1 by ax plus b. So already we calculated nth derivative of 1 by ax plus b. Using that formula, we calculate the n minus 1 derivative of 1 by ax plus b. This equal to, the formula is that is minus 1 power n minus 1. Instead of n, we write n minus 1. So here we write n minus 1 factorial. Instead of n factorial, we write n minus 1 factorial. Into a power n. Instead of n, we write n minus 1. Whole divided by, here we write ax plus b power n minus 1 plus 1. Then can be simplified as yn is equal to minus 1 power n minus 1 into n minus 1 factorial into a power n whole divided by ax plus b power n, which is the required nth derivative for log ax plus b. So hereafter, this can be used as a formula for finding nth derivative of log ax plus b. So based on this formula, we can do an example. If y equal to log ax plus b, and the nth derivative is this is the formula for log ax plus b. Sorry, we have given as a formula, that is yn equal to -1 power n minus 1 into n minus 1 factorial into a power n whole divided by ax plus b power n. So using this formula, we can find the nth derivative of log 6x plus 5. Here instead of a we have 6, instead of b we have 5. So we use this formula. So using this formula, straight away we find the nth derivative. That is, nth derivative is equal to -1 power n minus 1 into n minus 1 factorial into a power n. Instead of a, here we write 6. So 6 power n. In the denominator we write 6x plus 5 whole power n. So this completes the problem. Next one. Find the nth derivative of 1 by ax plus b whole square. First you take the given function as y. That is y equal to ax plus b power -2. So this is the convenient form for finding continuous differentiation with respect to x. Now we are going to differentiate this continuously with respect to x. Then we find y1, the first derivative, that is -2 into ax plus b power -3 into a. The next we find y2. y2 equal to -2 into -3 into ax plus b power -4 into a, that is a square. Similarly, we calculate y3 is equal to -2 into -3 into -4 into ax plus b power -5 into a square into a, that is a cube. Then y4 is equal to -2 into -3 into -4 into -5 into ax plus b whole power -6 into a cube into a, that is a power 4. Proceeding in this manner, we get nth derivative, that is yn is equal to -2 into -3 into -4 etc. minus n plus 1 into minus n plus 1 into ax plus b power minus n plus 2 into a power n. Now we simplify this expression. Here you see the minus sign. Here the minus sign is multiplied by n times. So here we write -1 power n. So you see the remaining terms. 2 into 3 into 4 into etc. into n plus 1. Here in front of 2 we have 1. So 1 into 2 into, we can input that product also. Here 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into etc. into n plus 1. So that can be written as n plus 1 factorial into the remaining terms ax plus b power minus n plus 2 into a power n. Now this can be simplified. Here yn equal to -1 power n into n plus 1 factorial into a power n whole divided by ax plus b power plus n plus 2, which is the required nth derivative of 1 by ax plus b whole square. So hereafter this can be used as a formula for finding the nth derivative of 1 by ax plus b whole square. Here this is the formula. If y equal to 1 by x plus b whole square, then the nth derivative is yn is equal to -1 power n into n plus 1 factorial into a power n whole divided by ax plus b power n plus 2. Using this formula, we can do this simple problem. If y equal to 1 by 4x plus 3 whole square, then the nth derivative is, instead of a we have 4, instead of b we have 3. So directly we use this formula. So in the place of a we write 4, in the place of b we write 3. Therefore the nth derivative is yn is equal to -1 power n into n plus 1 factorial into 4 power n whole divided by 4x plus 3 power n plus 2, which is the required nth derivative of 1 by 4x plus 3 the whole square. Next one, we find the nth derivative of sine ax plus b. So first we take the given function as y, that y equal to sine ax plus b. Now we are going to differentiate this continuously with respect to x. So when you differentiate y, we get y1 equal to, if we differentiate sine function, we get cos of ax plus b. Again, we differentiate this expression ax plus b, we get a. So y1 is equal to cos of ax plus b into a. So this y1 can be written in terms of sine function. Therefore, this cos ax plus b can be written as sine of ax plus b plus pi by 2. So that is sine of ax plus b plus pi by 2 into a. So that is y1. So y1 is equal to a into sine of ax plus b plus pi by 2. Next we calculate y2. So y2 equal to a into, if we differentiate sine, we get cos of ax plus b plus pi by 2 into a, that is a square. Here, this y2 value can be written in terms of sine function. Therefore, this y2 can be written as a square into sine of ax plus b plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is 2 pi by 2. That is y2. Therefore, y2 equal to a square into sine of ax plus b plus 2 pi by 2. Similarly, we find y3. So what will be y3? y3 equal to a2 into sine of ax plus b plus 3 pi by 2. Therefore, y3 equal to a2 into sine of ax plus b plus 2 pi by 2 plus pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. So this is y3. Similarly, y4 equal to a power 4 into sine of ax plus b plus 4 pi by 2. Proceeding in this manner. Proceeding similarly, we have the nth derivative yn is equal to a power n sine ax plus b plus n pi by 2 for nth derivative. If we have fifth derivative, here we have pi into pi by 2. If we have sixth derivative, here we have 6 into pi by 2. Now we find the nth derivative. Therefore, in this case, we have n into pi by 2. Therefore, yn equal to a power n into sine of ax plus b plus n pi by 2 is the required nth derivative. Hereafter, this can be used as a formula for finding nth derivative of sine of ax plus b. Right. Now we give one example for finding the nth derivative of sine 3x plus 8. So the given function is taken as y equal to sine 3x plus 8. Here we use the previous formula sine ax plus b. So instead of a we have 3, instead of b we have 8. Therefore the nth derivative is, instead of a we write 3 power n. Instead of b we write 8. Therefore nth derivative is yn equal to 3 power n sine of 3x plus 8 plus n pi by 2 is the required nth derivative. Similarly, we give another example. If y equal to sine of x plus 1, then the nth derivative is, so in the place of here a we write 1. That is the nth derivative yn equal to a power n, that is we write 1 power n. That is sine of here x plus 1 plus n by 2 is the required nth derivative. Right. The next one, we find the nth derivative of cos ax plus b. First, you take the given function as y. Now we are going to differentiate this continuously with respect to x. So here first derivative is, when you differentiate this cos function, we get minus sine of ax plus b into a. Here this minus sine function again should be written in cos. So first we write cos of this ax plus b plus pi by 2. So into a. So that is equal to a into cos ax plus b plus 5/2. Next we calculate y2. Y2 is equal to um, a square into minus sin of ax plus b plus 5/2. Again, this should be written in terms of cos. Therefore, y2 can be written as a square into cos of ax plus b plus 5/2 plus 5/2. Because the sign value can be written in terms of cos, therefore 1 5/2 is to be added in cos expression, right? Therefore y2 is equal to a square into cos of x plus b plus 2 by 2 Similarly, we calculate y3. So y3 is equal to, when you differentiate cos, we get minus sign. Minus sign into a square, the x plus b plus 2 into a. Again, this minus sign can be written in terms of cos. Therefore, this y3 equal to a cube. Here the minus sign expression can be written as cos of x plus b plus 2 plus add 1 5/2. So 2 5/2 plus 5/2, that is 3/2. So this is y3. So y3 equal to a cube into cos of x plus b plus 3/2. So proceeding in this manner, we get we can obtain the nth derivative. So yn is equal to a power n into cos of x plus b plus n 5/2, which is correct here, nth derivative.